Effect Nation, what is good? What is good? Haven't talked to you guys for a minute, man. Haven't been live for a couple of days. I did it again. I said I'm gonna live stream the NBA Summer League, and then I live streamed one game. I think I live streamed two games. The second game was so absolutely brutally unwatchable that I just could not do the third game. And if VJ Edgecombe is not playing, it's just not watchable basketball, man. You can't do it. You might as well go down to your local YMCA, put an alcoholic beverage in a water bottle and sit in the corner and watch random dudes shoot the ball down at your local gym. It is very bad. So it happened again. I was excited for the Summer League. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I get excited for the Summer League? And then I watch a couple games and I'm like, okay, never mind. Every year I do the same thing. But yeah, we're going to talk about the 76ers losing a Summer League game by about 1,000 points to the San Antonio Spurs and whether that means anything or not. Essentially, we have nothing really to talk about, so we're talking about the Summer League and a little bit of a little VJ Edgecombe update. He did do an interview on ESPN talking about his thumb injury and whether or not he's going to play in another Summer League game. What else? Yeah, Cooper Flagg and Bronny James faced off in the Summer League. I do have some notes about some players on the Summer League team and some thoughts on it. And yeah, whatever else you guys want to talk about, man. Thanks for being here. Couple takes in the chat. RJ, member of the channel, Sicko Nation. Let me trying to put your comment on the screen, man. What's going on here? Oh, I got it. Oh, here we go. There we go. Team is terrible without Edgecombe. Yeah, it is. And it says a lot. This says so much about how the talent gap in the NBA, versus like the talent gap between NBA players, high draft picks and prospects, and like the rest of basketball players in the world is so massive. The talent gap is so massive. If a 19-year-old like VJ Edgecombe can be the number 3 overall pick, come into his first ever Summer League game, drop 28 and 10, and then as soon as he goes away, you're watching dudes throw the ball off of their teammates' backs and hit the side of the backboard and airball shot wide open threes and score 0 points in 30 minutes, cough, a specific player, and lose Summer League games by 40 points. It's just unbelievable, really, how much better a prospect like VJ Edgecombe is than the rest of most of the players in the NBA Summer League. So last night, VJ didn't play again. Dylan Harper didn't play. I feel like ESPN's struggling with this Summer League thing. They signed this probably contract with the NBA to put it on TV. They hype it up. VJ Edgecombe versus Dylan Harper. VJ Edgecombe versus Ace Bailey. And then half the time these players don't even play because their teams are like, nah, it's just the Summer League. Sorry, ESPN, we really don't care. So then they basically just interview players the entire second half, and nobody's actually watching the game because, as I said, it's pretty unwatchable. I am going to play the VJ Edgecombe interview that was taking place in the third quarter and listen to some of the things that he said about his thumb injury and how he wants to impact the game and whether or not he thinks he's going to play another Summer League game. RJ, I'm starting to see that it's more than just bad players. Our teams seem to be horribly coached. Every game, it looks like we aren't a basketball team. Dude, you're not wrong. And I don't think that's an overreaction to a Summer League game. I think you're right when you watch. I went back and I tried my best to at least watch the highlights of this Sixers versus Spurs game. I think I lasted like 3.5 quarters. That's what she said. And then this game was so bad, even the highlights, I had trouble watching all 4 quarters, all 14 minutes. I couldn't finish a 14-minute highlight video. Lawrence Sally says, why does the Summer League coach not play Igor or the other 6'10" guy? Jalen Hood Shafino is trash. Every team they go against has a 3-point contest. This coach is bad. Dude, first of all, shout out to Sixers fans. Only Sixers fans would rip a summer league coach. That is real sicko behavior, Lawrence, and I appreciate you, and you are the man. Make Lowry the coach of this team and free up that spot. Yeah, it was bad. But no, when you really watched that game, or at least even if you go watch the highlights, it does appear that the Spurs summer league team had some kind of philosophy, right? And had some kind of strategy, and were working as a team to try to get the best shot. And they were playing organized, competitive basketball. The 76ers Summer League team, there is clearly no philosophy, no strategy whatsoever. It's not organized. It's just a bunch of random dudes out there trying to get shots off. And, I mean, to lose a Summer League game by 40-plus points, I don't care if it counts or not, it's pretty embarrassing. It really is. And it doesn't matter. But it is a 76ers team. And it is, you know, you're kind of the laughingstock of the NBA when your summer league team gets blown out by 40 points. Like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like, put a little effort into what's going on out there. Just delete it, man. Get rid of it. If it's going to be this bad, just don't even put it on TV. I'll go watch Caitlin Clark or the Phillies or Squid Games. You know what I'm saying? But here is the VJ Edgecombe interview that happened during the third quarter on ESPN. I just put it on Twitter. Hopefully they don't shoot me down for this. We'll see what happens.
Sixers, I got to say, we were pretty bummed when we heard you weren't going to be playing in tonight's game. How's the thumb doing?
My thumb is good. It's good. It's getting better.
Oh, I was trying to zoom in. I paused the video.
I'm pretty bummed too that, you know, I'm not on the floor with my teammates right now, but it's all for the best. So
we're told that you're going to be reevaluated on Saturday. Is there any chance that we could possibly see you play out here in Vegas?
Hopefully. Just hopefully, you know, I'm able to
reevaluate on.
We're told you're going to be reevaluated on Saturday. That's just such a Sixers catchphrase, man.
You know, I'm not on the floor with my teammates right now, but it's all for the best. So
we're told that you're going to be reevaluated on Saturday. Is there any chance that we could possibly see you play out here in Vegas?
Hopefully. Just hopefully, you know, I'm able to get on the court. I mean, it'll be a dream come true to play in Summer League, so it's going to be good if I'm allowed to play.
If I'm allowed to play, and he gives a little smirk. I don't think VJ Edgecombe's really injured, man. I don't think he's really injured. I think this is just Sixers being Sixers, man. The Philadelphia reevaluators, let's go. Oh, okay. I wanted to put that up. I'm doing a terrible job producing this show. Sixers are tanking Summer League games.
So often we see guys in Summer League, it takes them a couple of games to kind of find their rhythm and get comfortable. Not you. You had 28-10 in your Salt Lake Summer League debut. What was that game like for you?
I just take it as a regular game. It was just a regular game. I just went out there happy to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Me and my coaches, you know, they had faith in me, had confidence in me, and I was ready to go hoop. I never overthink it. Just went there and play basketball.
I love that, man. I love his mentality, the way he approaches the game. Just a regular game, man. I was just out there hooping. I don't overthink anything. I love that.
Being selected number 3 overall, what have your conversations with Nick Nurse, who's here tonight, Daryl Morey, been like about their goals for you this summer?
We haven't talked much about that. You know, they just want me to focus on Summer League, you know, take it one step at a time, you know, try not to rush anything. So they know I'm focused on Summer League, whatever game plan Coach PJ has first, and then they'll talk to me after that.
Did he say Coach PJ? Who's the coach of the Summer League team? PJ?
Given the way that you play the game, how do you hope to impact this team as a rookie moving forward?
Just go out there and play hard, play defense, you know, make wide open shots, straight line drives, whatever I have to do, you know, just to impact the game, defending, rebounding, all of that.
Have you got?
Damn. Couldn't we get a headset on him or something? This audio is atrocious.
Any time to spend or talk with some of the roster guys like Tyrese or Joel?
Yeah, I've talked to them. I've talked to both Tyrese and Joe. So, you know, they're great guys, so I'm looking forward to meeting them.
What excites you most about joining this organization?
I think it's a great organization, just being surrounded by superstars. I get to go.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, I get to learn.
He's excited to play for the Sixers because he's surrounded by superstars. Hey, listen, I love the optimism. Surrounded by superstars is a little much.
And every day, learn from everybody, to be honest. That's the most exciting part about it.
BJ, thank you for the time. We hope that thumb gets better.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I didn't know the 76ers had a super team full of superstars. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe for letting us know that. But there was the interview that he did on ESPN. He said hopefully he's allowed to play another summer league game. So there's probably is a thumb sprain. It's probably like, you know, when you hit the ball stretches your thumb back a little bit. It's a little bit sore. He'd probably be totally fine playing, but there's definitely no reason to play if you're a little bit sore or whatever. I don't know, dude. I guess, like, for me, I think the 76ers are always just so overly cautious with everything because we have PTSD during the Joel Embiid era. I mean, he's 19 years old, man. Put him out there. You know, if he's not really hurt, just put him out there. Let him play. But at the same time, what is the point of the summer league? You know, there isn't really a point. It's really just a product that the NBA. It didn't used to be a thing, by the way. You guys remember summer league back in the day? It wasn't on TV. It was in like a gym, and there'd be like 15 people sitting on chairs along the sidelines, and you would get like little like cell phone clips or something of LeBron James playing, you know, against Dwayne Wade in a summer league game. It wasn't televised. It wasn't anything. So this kind of just blew up in the past 10 years or so with ESPN basically trying to sell it as some kind of exciting product, but it's really not, and there's really no point. So, you know, there's that, but there's the interview. VJ says he hopes to play in another summer league game if he's allowed, and he also said he's excited to play for the Sixers because he's surrounded by superstars. I don't know what he means by that. There was a video of him shooting around before the summer league game, so here's some video footage of him shooting the ball. His thumb looks pretty good. Yeah, it doesn't really look hurt. So their next summer league game is when? Let me see here. When's their next one? Maybe today's Friday. They don't have one today, right? They don't have one today. Tomorrow's Saturday. They got one tomorrow against the Hornets at 6:30. Gross. Just gross. But there's the VJ Edgecombe update. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Should he be playing in summer league games? Do you care that he's sitting out? Do you think he's actually hurt? Eden the Remix probably isn't hurt. He probably played so well, it's going to be hard for Nurse to bury him on the bench. Yeah, he should not be buried on the bench at all. And I think Nick Nurse is reluctant to play unproven guys, undrafted guys, things like that. But when a guy is drafted number 3 overall and he goes out there and puts up 28 and 10 in his first summer league game, you're kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? He's seen enough. We got it. He's good to go. We'll definitely find a rotation spot for him on the team. We don't need him to play in the rest of the summer league. You know, I don't think Nick Nurse is going to bury him on the bench. I think he's a guy that he's definitely going to play, and if he doesn't play him, fire him. You know what I mean? Because Daryl Morey drafted him for him to play him. The owners want a new shiny trophy to sell to the fans, so they want him to play. If Nick Nurse doesn't play him, fire him right away. Outside of VJ, the guards on his summer league team suck. Yes, they do, bro. They do. Watch us find out he actually has a torn thumb ligament, and our medical staff misdiagnosed him. Wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Lawrence Talley, the big thing is Edwards playing like he's sleeping. I can't even believe that Justin Edwards is out here playing in the summer league and playing like trash. Also, he said looking forward to meeting them, or I guess him. He always talked to them, but he hasn't met them in person. I think regarding VJ Edgecombe and Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, etc. Do you think he can make the starting lineup by the end of the season, or just no chance with McCain and Maxey? I mean, I'm going to say yes because of the injury bug on this team. You know, there's that. I mean, we had Jalen Hood-Schifino starting games this past season. That's how injured the 76ers were. So he could be in a starting lineup a lot throughout the season just because this team is always hurt. But just straight up making the starting lineup, I don't think I see that in his rookie season. I think he looks raw. I think there's a lot of things that he needs to work on. I know we're talking about a 28-10 game in the summer league, but when you really watched it, he was a little bit hesitant in the first half. There did come a time where, the defense, the Jazz defense was just kind of backing up and letting him shoot. His perimeter shot really wasn't consistent. He looked nervous and things like that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe by the end of the season. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe by the end of the season. But I'm excited for VJ Edgecombe to just be a contributor and be a player that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Defensively, running end to end, turning defense into offense, big fast break dunks, blocks, steals, things like that. So I'm just excited to watch him play. The Turkish 40 burger is what's missing from the summer league. Yes, exactly. Ever since Furkan Korkmaz has left the summer league, the product has spiraled downward. Absolutely, I completely agree. Broom is not an NBA player, by the way. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about that too for sure. We are going to talk about that. So here is the summer league game that the 76ers lost by 41 points. And yeah, it's just a summer league game, but come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. How do you put a team out there that loses 111-70? How do you do that? It's not like you're playing against an NBA team. You're playing against the San Antonio Spurs, dude. The one dude's name is David Jones Garcia. That's a boxer. That's not a bad. That's a David Jones Garcia. That's a boxer. David Jones Garcia was cooking this team. 24 points, 5-3, 4 steals, a plus 25. 9 for 12 from the field. Dude, Minix, who the freak? Robert Riley Minix. He's the 568th player in the NBA. Riley Minix gave him 14 and 5 and was a plus 26. Osifo. I can't even click on his name. This Real Sports app doesn't even know who that is. He doesn't even have a photo. 9-4-3, a block, plus 20. Who else we got? H. Ingram. I can't click on his name either. D. Dennis. 14 points and a plus 18. Bro, just wild for you to be that bad defensively in a summer league game. The 76ers, on the other hand, their leading scorer was what's his first name, dude? Keeve Aluma. 12, 3, and 3 was a minus 11. D. Barlow had 14 minutes. He had 8, 5, and 1. He was a minus 23. Janai Broom had 8, 5, 1, 1, and 1 assist, steal, and a block. It was a minus 7. Janai Broom. Just go at least watch the first quarter highlights of this game if you want to see this clip that I can't show you because of copyright. Janai Broom drove to the rim in the first quarter. Got in the middle of the paint, right in front of the rim. Tried to dunk the basketball with 2 hands. First of all, it doesn't even look like he jumped high enough to dunk the basketball. And then a Spurs player, bro, I don't even remember who it was, but somebody that can jump really high, rejected him so hard, I think he got put in the friend zone. Dude, Janai Broom tried to dunk barely came off the ground and got blocked so hard. Borderline embarrassing. And when we drafted Janai Broome in the second round, I didn't like the pick because I thought there were some athletic power forwards on the board. And then I was talking about the fact that he had a 23-inch vertical at the combine, which was, I think, almost the worst vertical in the entire combine. And then you see him drive down the lane and get in front of the rim and try to dunk. He can't jump. Janai Broome is going to get annihilated if he gets into an NBA game. And defensively, we're not even going to talk about that, bro. Slow feet, can't jump, undersized. How could you play Janai Broome in an NBA game? That's why I didn't understand the draft pick. I know fifth-year senior was in the NCAA championship. Okay. You know, camaraderie type of guy, good teammate, fundamental type of guy. And I said a lot of good things about him after the first summer league game. But these past couple, it's really looking like his lack of athleticism is not going to... He's not going to be able to play in the NBA. I really don't think, man. I just don't think. I don't see him being able to defend the rim at all. I don't see him being able to defend the pick and roll at all. The NBA guards are lightning quick. And I don't see him being able to score in the paint. You just saw him get rejected like a prom date in a summer league game, and he barely got off the ground. I'm not here to rip Janai Broome to shreds, but I didn't like the pick when they made the pick. It is what it is. It was a second-round pick. I just thought there were some better athletes there on the board. Judah Mintz. He had a decent summer league game a couple of days ago, and he shows flashes of potential as an NBA guard. You know, some nice handles sometimes, and a step-back 3 2 games ago that I really liked. But a lot of the time, no, not an NBA guard. He turns the ball over so much. He didn't have a turnover in this game, but the past couple of games, like, he just throws the ball off of people's feet. He misreads things. He tries to get the ball to a center on a pick and roll and just throws it right to the defender. Judah Mintz had 9 points and was a -30. Mark Armstrong had 10 and was a -12. A Dembona 6, 5, and 2, a -26. A Dembona struggled in the game too. He had a take where he got rejected twice at the rim, got his own rebound and got rejected again. You know, a Dembona against the Jazz in the first summer league game looked like an NBA center. He hasn't really looked like that the rest of these summer league games. And this is why I'm kind of saying delete the summer league. Stop making these guys play in the summer league. It's not good. It's just going to, I mean, it's just going to potentially affect their confidence, if anything. If they're out there in a game that's totally unorganized and they're getting rejected 3 times in one possession, delete it. Stop making them play, dude. Where's Justin Edwards at? Hunter Salas, the guy that they signed on a 2-way, he's bad. 2 points in 18 minutes, a -13. Jalen Hood-Schifino had 0 points in 21 minutes. There's been a lot of Jalen Hood-Schifino talk the past couple of summer league games and how, you know, he deserves a shot and he could be the diamond in the rough and a point guard at the 76. Bruh, this is your 3rd year playing in the summer league, and you can't score a single point in a summer league game in 21 minutes? Goose egg, -19. Justin Edwards, get him out. Stop making him play in the summer league. We watched him average 15 points per game at the end of last season on the Sixers team against NBA talent, where there's at least some kind of philosophy and some kind of strategy, and there's a role, a specific role that you're playing. Justin Edwards is clearly not the kind of guy that's going to shine on a team where there's no organization, there's no philosophy, and you're just running around chucking shots, passing the ball back and forth. He's not that kind of player. 6 points, a -29 for Justin Edwards. You would think, though, if you were able to score 15 points per game in the NBA, that you could drop a 20 piece in a summer league game. Like, Justin Edwards has the ability to create his own shot. He has a combo skill game. He can get into the paint and get to a mid-range or a floater. He can finish at the rim. How are you giving me 6 points in 20 minutes against D Jones and Riley Minix and H Ingram and Duke Dennis and who's the David Jones Garcia? You know, so I don't think this summer league is benefiting anybody. And when it comes to players like Justin Edwards and Dembona, I think it could just affect their confidence more than anything. Stop making them play in the summer league. Stop it. Stop it. DJG is a basketball savant. David Jones Garcia. Wave Jalen Hood Shafino. Wave Jalen Hood Shafino. We're talking about waving players over summer league games. I had Raynaud way ahead of Broom. Exactly. I had Raynaud and Kalkbrenner was still there. You know, this dude, Mark Wolf, was he still on the board or did he go late first round? Mark Wolf, big white dude, can handle the rock. He's a 7-footer. He's giving you a little bit of, he's giving me a little bit of Jokic vibes in the summer league. Mark Wolf is. I don't know if he was on the board when the 76ers could select in the second round, but Danny Wolf, that's who I mean. Yeah. Danny Wolf, Mark Wolf, Chris Wolf, John Wolf, Dave Wolf, insert white guy name, late first. Okay, so he wasn't there, but Kalkbrenner was on the board, and Raynaud was on the board. And there was another guy that was athletic power forward, Thiero. Thiero was still on the board, and they took Janai Broom. Yeah, Thiero was still out there. Yeah, pretty much the 10 picks after Broom I had better. We'll see what happens, but he's looking like Janai Broom's looking like his lack of athleticism is definitely not going to translate well to the NBA. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, Kalkbrenner was taken ahead of us? Was he? Raynaud can't defend at all. Do you think Janai Broom can defend in the NBA, Vince? You think Janai Broom can defend in the NBA? We'll see, man. We'll see. But I am definitely overreacting to a second round pick because it essentially doesn't matter anyway. What else? Cooper Flagg versus Bronny James. This one was funny because this was the epitome. This was the juggernaut of a summer league matchup. ESPN promoted it like it was the NBA Finals. Cooper Flagg versus Bronny James. Apparently, the tickets to get into this game were like $600 resale value. People were paying $1,000 to watch Bronny James versus Cooper Flagg's first summer league game. Now, I understand paying that money to watch Cooper Flagg's first summer league game. If you were excited for his first summer league game, I get that. If the 76ers had the number 1 overall pick and it was Cooper Flagg and it was near where I live, I still probably wouldn't pay $1,000 to go see it. But apparently that's what it was. It's the Bronny James thing that's getting me, man, because you have a Lakers player under contract. He has a guaranteed $9 million contract, and basically he plays in the G League and the Summer League. So basically the Lakers paid Bronny James a guaranteed $9 million to sell tickets in the G League and the Summer League. It's just so odd to me, but I'm sorry. It's because he's LeBron James' son. There's no other reason for it. I don't care what anybody says. Bronny James is not a good shooter or ball handler. He's not a good enough shooter or good enough ball handler to be an NBA point guard or shooting guard at 6'1". He's just not. And I don't see it happening. I know a lot of talking heads on ESPN and everywhere else are constantly talking about, I see Bronny James being a really good defender, being a really good role player on a really good team down the line. I'm not seeing it, man. I've thought from the beginning the Bronny James thing is kind of forced. He doesn't look like an NBA talent to me. He goes out here in a summer league game that was so promoted by ESPN, you would have thought it was a real basketball game, a real NBA game. And he gives you 8, 2, and 2 on a 25% from the field. I'm not seeing the Bronny James hype. Some people like to disagree with me about that. I think he's too small. At his size, you would need to be elite at something. You would need to be an elite shooter at least at that size. He's not. You would need to be an elite ball handler, pick and roll point guard at that size. He's not. I don't know. I'm not really getting it. I think it's forced. I think it's we'll see. Again, I would hope to be I would be happy if I was wrong, but just funny that ESPN promoted this game this way and everybody was that hyped to watch it. And you know, you got an 8-piece from Bronny James and you got a 10-piece from Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg in his summer league debut, 10, 6, 4, 3, 1 block, 23% from the field, 5 for 21, 0 for 5 from 3. And yeah, it's his first summer league game. Probably nervous, just trying to get the feel for things. I'm not going to be stupid and say like Cooper Flagg is going to be a bust or something because of a one summer league game. I don't really care. I don't care if Cooper Flagg sucks the entire summer league. It doesn't matter. If Ace Bailey sucks the entire summer league, it doesn't matter. If VJ Edgecombe sucks the entire summer league, doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. But I just think it's funny that ESPN promoted it the way that they promoted it, and you got 8 points from Bronny James and 10 points from Cooper Flagg, and it was really a game that sucked to watch and finished 87-85. Bronny James did have an opportunity, a game-winning attempt at the buzzer. Would have won the game 88-87, and hit the back of the rim so hard, almost broke the rim. But yeah, that's my take on all of that. What else are we gonna talk about, man? Oh, I don't know if you guys have heard this or not, but this might be the worst take in the history of NBA takes. Jason McIntyre has a take on DeAndre Ayton, who the Lakers signed at center after being bought out by the Portland Trail Blazers. And here's what he says.
The Lakers made a big splash here in the last week, picking up DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, no, they didn't make a big splash here. Who is this guy? I think this is Colin Cowherd in the offseason. He's just golfing or something, right? So he gets a guy in his place who's really going to get roasted, which makes Colin Cowherd look like the smart sports take guy. You know, kind of like when a DJ hires an opening DJ, you don't want the opening DJ to be as good as you because he's going to steal your spotlight. You want him to kind of suck so that when you come on, you're the good DJ. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on here, I think. Because who the hell is this guy?
The Lakers made a big splash here in the last week, picking up DeAndre Ayton. And I know a lot of people instantly poo-pooed this deal as out. This is no big deal.
It is no big deal. DeAndre Ayton stinks. And DeAndre Ayton gives such little effort on the defensive end and in the hustle department. The Lakers fixed absolutely nothing by signing DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton's a malcontent. He would come out of games and slam chairs down. He'd be late to rehab. This is how much DeAndre Ayton hated it in Portland.
Oh, just wait, guys. This take gets so much better.
He forfeited $10 million to get out of town. Let's just say DeAndre Ayton through his first 7 seasons is kind of sort of a top 8 center in the league. I mean, listen, look at these stats right here. 15 and 10 and 15.
Playing with Chris Paul helped him a lot in Phoenix. He was just catching dimes under the rim and just dunking the ball. So these stats are a little misleading, but this guy didn't watch those games, so he doesn't know that. Anyway,
league. I mean, listen.
It gets better.
Look at these stats right here. 15 and 10 and 50% shooting in the last 7 seasons. Jokic is an MVP. Giannis is an MVP. AD's all NBA. Joel Embiid has an MVP. These are all great players. DeAndre Ayton's in that class with them. He just obviously was in Portland, so nobody paid attention.
Again, we are in the era of hot takes. All these companies are doing is getting somebody to say things that is so ridiculous that it will get shared a million times on all social media, which in turn makes Colin Cowherd and FS1 a lot of ad revenue. There's probably a YouTube clip of this, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. That's all they're doing. The era of honest sports reporting is over. These companies, the TV ratings go down every single year because less and less people are watching TV. My kid doesn't know what live TV is. These kids are not the next generation of sports viewers are not watching. They're not sitting down and putting FS1 on the TV. They're not sitting down and putting ESPN on live TV. They're not doing it. So these companies are just clickbait because they probably half of the revenue is coming from social media at this point. All they're doing is engagement baiting. It's basically like buying clowns and selling tickets to a circus. It's no longer honest sports reporting, but I got to give them credit. This is shameless engagement bait because there's no way. I don't even think this guy's ever watched an NBA game. But there's no way anybody that's ever watched DeAndre Ayton play in the NBA thinks that he's on the level of Giannis, AD, Jokic, and Joel Embiid. But again, I got to commend the shameless engagement bait for that take. That is what it is, man. YouTube killed the TV star. Yeah, sure did. And that's why when people say to me, when people that I know say to me, wow, dude, you're killing it. Keep it up and you'll be on TV one day. And I'm like, TV? Bro, nobody's watching TV. You know what I mean? And like people think like if I would get a segment on like NBC Sports Philly, like that would be some big come up. Bro, that company's barely alive at this point. They're shutting down these local sports networks. They're shutting them down. They're going bankrupt. The parent companies are canceling them, like Bally Sports, AT&T Sports, the Big Ten Network. All these companies are in trouble. NBC Sports Philly ain't paying any money. I'm right where I need to be, man. This is the future. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out, man. Did I miss a super chat? Did somebody super chat up here? I'm sorry, man. I feel like I saw one and I missed it, or I read it already and I just don't remember. Oh, Nick Marchetti, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. These names all sound like GameStop employees, the Summer League players. Yeah, they do, man. Yeah, they do, man. Yeah.